Hi, I'm Adam Jahns from the Chicago Sun-Times, and I'm here at Hallis Hall with colleague Mark Potash. Mark, Jay Cutler was a surprise meet with the media today, and I have to say I think that's a good sign. He said he's feeling better after tearing his groin, and he says his goal is to return sooner than 4 weeks.
Well, I think it is a good sign that he talked, to tell you the truth, because normally I wasn't expecting him to talk for weeks until he was better. So I think that's a sign that he is feeling better, although he didn't really give a lot of details on the rehab. I'm not sure what to make of that. But I think the good news is that he's feeling well enough to talk, which means I think he's feeling optimistic that he'll be back sooner rather than later. And I still say it'll end up being that he'll miss the 3 games that they thought he would miss.
The Bears are definitely going to lean on Josh McCown against the Packers here. And I don't think we can stress enough that McCown's walking into a better situation than 2011 when the Bears needed to use backup quarterbacks. They just have better weapons and a better offensive line.
Well, I agree 100%, and I think that's going to be a huge thing to watch against the Packers, because the one thing that can mess that up is Dom Capers. He can throw things at him that they're not ready for. I mean, he beats Jay Cutler, so there's no telling what he'll do, to Josh McCown. So I'm expecting it to be a really interesting battle, but I agree 100% that the offense is in much better shape to handle a Cutler absence, and I think we'll get a great test of that right off the bat on Monday night.
There's been kind of a debate going on whether who's a bigger loss, Lance Briggs or Jay Cutler. I, for one, think it's Lance Briggs because of the defensive struggles, and he was their defensive signal caller. And I just think McCown is in a better situation to step in offensively. What do you make of the loss of Briggs, and how do they fill in for him?
Well, I think it's a huge loss. There's no doubt in my mind that it's the biggest loss because Lance Briggs not only is kind of the captain of the defense, but he was playing better than anybody else. They're just going to miss him physically in the middle making plays. Another thing is that, Aaron Rodgers always had a little game within a game with Brian Urlacher, with one guy calling plays and then faking whether he was changing the plays and this and that, and it was a good little interplay. But it was something that the Bears actually, I think, that helped them defensively against Aaron Rodgers. They're going to be missing that, whether it's James Anderson or whoever is going to be calling the plays. That's going to be a key factor in combating Aaron Rodgers because even when the Bears defend him well, he always finds a way to beat him, and it's just going to be a tough task.
Well, that does it here at Hallis Hall. Stay with SunTimes.com for all our Bears coverage.